I want to go over Tesla during this week, and we have a lot of price targets here during the last couple of days for Tesla stock, a lot of them being a buy recommendation. You can see here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 buy recommendations here, and then you have 1, 2, 3 sell recommendations. So 9 against 3 here during the last couple of days for Tesla stock here. And again, I'm just counting April 23rd and April 24th here. Many price targets here for Tesla stock. Take this with a grain of salt. Let's go ahead and jump straight into Tesla stock here today. And again, it is April 27th here on a overnight price of 282. I'm going to go ahead and share with you my short-term prediction and my long-term prediction here for Tesla stock and what I'm currently doing at these levels, okay? I'm going to start off with the bottom here. I do believe we have already bottomed out here for Tesla stock. We are below the 200-day moving average, and this is still a dip opportunity, okay? It sounds crazy because I know we hit a low of 214 and then ran up here towards 280, 290 a couple of times here, and again, it's happening again, right? We're moving close to the 200-day moving average. This entire time has been a dip opportunity, in my personal opinion, as we're below the 200-day moving average, okay? This is a really good dip opportunity, and it's hard for some people to view that because of the short-term volatility. But again, if you zoom out here, Tesla has always been volatile, right? We've had this big move up towards $488, which is why I'm viewing anything below 290 as a really good dip opportunity, okay? I mentioned before that anything below 250 in the short term was a huge buy recommendation, in my personal opinion. That's where I would be buying a bigger position in the Tesla stock below 250. I've been mentioning that multiple times, and here we are now at 282. Of course, it's possible we could have a potential move back down below 250, and what would I be doing? That's personally where I'll be looking to add a bigger position in the Tesla stock. If we are still going to continue remaining below the 200-day moving average, which is currently at 291, anything below that, I personally don't mind adding small positions at a time. My reasoning is because I do think we are going to get a recovery. It might not be exactly like a big, quick V recovery like Tom Lee said, but I do think at some point we are going to get a stair step back up towards $488 from our current price here, all the way back up to $488. That's it's still pretty big here. Let me fix it down to 282 since it's the overnight price. It's going to be right around a 72% move up towards the top side. So definitely keep an eye out for a move back up to 488. If you're just looking for a shorter swing trade idea, look out for 313 resistance. That's a 11% move. You got 355 here, which is right in the middle, kind of a 25% move. And then 406 here, definitely going to be a resistance level to watch out for as well. Here is going to be a 44% move towards the top side from our current price. So again, what would I be doing? I would be adding small positions at a time while it's below this orange line, which is the 200-day moving average. If we dip down to 250, look to add a bigger position, all right? That's just my personal opinion, not forcing anyone to buy, sell, or hold. Now, again, even if we got to about 272, I might even consider adding a big position there because I'm not looking for any short-term profits here. If I'm zooming out here, I am here for the long term for Tesla stock. You can see this is the weekly chart here. We have the top line here, touch points of 1 and 2. We have the bottom line here, potentially 1, 2, and 3 touch points there. If you go ahead and scroll this out here, that's almost a 3 touch point here for the bottom of Tesla. I do think this is going to continue, right? We're going to see a potential volatile move here, up and down, up and down. I just want to note that, again, on the daily chart here, anytime it's been below the 200-day moving average, it's been a really good dip opportunity. And because we just had this big high of 488, the 200-day moving average here is kind of fluctuated towards the top side here, which again, this is why we are not seeing 138. We're not seeing 180 getting tested, right? Because this is that dip, right? People have been looking for the dip of 180, 140, or like 120. In my opinion, I don't think we're going to see those levels because if you're just looking at this from a retracement level, what we have right now is pretty much 180, okay? I know it says 282, but if you're looking below the 200-day moving average, the dip back here at 138 is basically the dip here at about 215 or 220, right? That's just how I view it. I really think this is a good dip opportunity. Once again, I've called out Tesla before at 170, 180, and it ran up to definitely, 488. I didn't expect 488 to be tested there. I was just looking for $300, and it exceeded my expectations. I think Tesla, again, could potentially exceed my expectations, right? I'm predicting 488 to be retested during this year of 2025, but again, who knows? Maybe Tesla might retest back up to 500 or 600 or 700. It sounds crazy, but if you zoom out here to the weekly chart, look at Tesla overall in the last few years, right? It's extremely volatile, and again, it could occur again. I'm sure people aren't, gonna not trade this due to politics. Maybe some, but then like people want to make money, and I think right now it's a really good dip opportunity to be taking advantage into Tesla stock before it goes on to another rampage or another momentum move like we've had here before. Okay, this year that you see between October of 2024 all the way up to about December of 2024, this could occur again, right? This move was huge, right around 130% move, right? If you're looking at it from our current prices here, this could potentially move back up to about 488 all the way up to 600. So it's definitely something to keep an eye out for. And again, it sounds crazy. Just know it's happened before. And if you zoom out to the weekly chart, you know how crazy Tesla stock is, right? And so go back to the daily chart. We are below the 200-day moving average. This is a buy rating for me. Let me know what your thoughts are down below in the comments. What your average is for Tesla. Are you a long-term investor or are you just here for the short term? Okay. Let me know how many shares you have as well. And if you don't have a community yet, feel free to join our Discord. We do have a Discord down below in the description. Over 32,000 people and a dedicated chat section for Tesla. If you are looking for live entries and exits on stocks and options, join our Patreon as well. We do have a 90% off permanent discount right now. And again, we do share both live entries and exits on stocks and options for including Tesla stock. Check out our Patreon link. If there is still any open spots, feel free to secure it as well, or go over the Patreon, see if there's any spots or tiers you are interested in. If you have any questions, let me know down below in the comments. And if you're wanting to join, feel free to secure the spot, okay? Thanks for watching, guys. I will be making videos on Tesla on a daily basis. So if you want to turn on notifications and subscribe and you haven't already, go ahead and do that. And then I will see you on the next video.